Good morning, world. Good morning, YouTube land. Welcome in. Today is Sunday, the 20th of March, 2022. I am Spirit of Life Alchemy, and this is your morning message tarot reading. Today is the equinox. In the northern hemisphere, it's the spring equinox, and in the southern hemisphere, it is the autumn equinox. Spring in the north, autumn in the south. It's the day when the sun moves into Aries at the start of the astrological wheel, and it marks the beginning of the new astrological year. This happens from the UK. It happens at 15:33, and today the sun rises exactly in the east and sets exactly in the west. In the dark half of the year, between autumn equinox and spring equinox in the UK, the sun rises in the southeast and it sets in the southwest, peaking at winter solstice. And in the summer, coming on to summer solstice, the sun will be rising in the northeast and setting in the northwest. This is a north facing room. I've got a bay window here that I sit at, and yeah, it's only in sort of midsummer do I see the sun rising and the sun setting and actually get some light and heat and warmth in this room. Natural, that is. Fortunately, my treatment room is in a south facing room, so my clients all get the sun all year round, because it always seems to get the sun in that side of the flat. This side, it can be colder in here than it is outside often. Never mind. Okay, so yeah, spring equinox, and then the moon's doing a few things, not much. So the moon's going to start off the day in Libra. It's going to form a square to Pluto, and then it will move into Scorpio 11 minutes after the sun moves into Aries. So you could be sort of coming up against transformations in how you are in relationships. And from what comes up, this could lead you to making a deep dive into your emotions over the next few days, to see sort of, what's true, what's not, and sort of where you are. So that's the astrology for today. Ta-da! So let's get on and do some cards. I'm going to use the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, and then I was thinking about what's a nice solstice deck, a nice spring equinox. Sorry, it's not solstice. What's a nice spring equinox deck? And I thought I would use the Line Striders deck, because there's lots of nice images of rabbits and hares and eggs and things like that, and it does feel like a very spring equinox deck. So that's what we're going to use today. Let's start off with the oracle cards. So what do we need to know for today? Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective, for spring equinox, for the equinox. Don't want to leave anybody from the southern hemisphere out. For the 20th of March 2022. So yeah, messages from Spirit for the collective for this equinox. What do we need to know? Messages, please. Any help, guide, support, advice from Spirit for the collective for today, Sunday, the 3rd of... Sorry, Sunday the 20th of March 2022. As you can see, my brain's melting down with the changes in light and darkness. I think it's just because there's just so much big energy, continuously big energy about at the moment. I am feeling particularly exhausted and fatigued, and possibly even a little burnt out. But it will resolve itself with lots of nurturing and self-care. tuning into the divine feminine energies and the divine masculine energies, and connecting with my higher self, and yeah, seeing what I need. Okay, so what do we need today as a collective? Let's see what the cards say. Okay. Higher power, connecting into your higher self, spirit source, the divine, the universe, exchanging gifts, and then round and around. Okay, so the first thing, several things came to me. First of all, in the higher power card, at the third eye, there's a keyhole and a light either coming down into it or emanating from it. And it's about sort of the purple and the pink and the gold colours of the card. It's sort of making me think of sort of opening up to our higher self, with the purple and the gold and the white. But then the pink was about the heart and heart-centeredness, and yeah, exchanging gifts of love with the divine, with source, with spirit, with your higher self. This has been a bit of a theme, hasn't it, for the last few days? And sort of the colour pink is very intrinsic love, you know, the collective love, harmony and balance and heart-centeredness amongst the collective. And even in this round and round card at the bottom, oops, we have the pink, and it's going up into the blue, and again, if you look at the spiral, it spirals into the third eye or spirals out to the third eye. So I get that we're connecting to our higher self to bring down visions of love and harmony, and visions and birthing the 5D. Yeah, it feels even just like my hands going over it just feels such a angelic and light energy emanating off the cards and the colours and everything. It just feels really, really spiritual, and high vibration, but in a really gentle, nurturing sort of way. So quite unusual. So I normally, when I pick the cards, I don't normally actually start feeling the vibration of the cards, but today it's very, very strong, and it's a very clear message to me about this connecting into the higher self and to spirit, and opening up to receive and to give. So we love the divine and the divine loves us, and sort of we form this infinity figure eight that just grows bigger the more energy we put into it. Okay, and the thing that's just come to me is that as we do that on an individual level with the divine, then it raises the vibration also of humanity and of the collective. So take a day off today and do some nice spiritual work with these energies. It just, yeah, it's really sort of uplifted and almost, it's giving me shivers and tingles down my back. Such a nice energy. So let's see what the lovely line strider cards have to add to this message. So what do we need to know for today? Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective for Sunday the 20th of March 2022. What do we need to know for today? Yeah, I was picking up that clear vision with the round and round card and that blue, clear blue skies, the throat chakra opening, the connection between the heart and the third eye, and actually speaking of our visions of love out into the world. Okay. Oh. Nice card. We just got the Nine of Cups, the emotional wish card. So what do we need to know for today? Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective, for the Sunday, the 20th of March 2022. What do we need to know? Okay. So at the centre of the deck, we've got Justice. Then the Queen of Swords, the Emperor, the Seven of Wands, the Page of Wands, Ten of Swords, the Four, and the Six of Cups. And at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Knight of Wands, we have the Two of Cups, we have the Empress. Okay, I'm going to leave those there. See if... Okay. I think the story stops there. I may come back to those if I feel I need to afterwards. But this is definitely a little story here. So where do we find ourselves? Well, the moon is in Libra, or starts off the day in Libra. Okay, and we've got the Justice card in the centre of the spread, which is ruled by Libra, or rules Libra. We've got the scales and we've got the sword here. And it's justice and karma and a balancing of the scales, getting clarity to balance the scales. The other thing I'm getting with the sword as well is, if you look on the body, it's going up sort of from the heart, solar plexus, up to the third eye. And it's, yeah, and the colour as well here is just really connecting me back into here, connecting heart and mind, clear vision and love and things, and yeah, bringing justice. It brings justice when we do this, when we connect to the divine, when we are in love and vision and connected in, opened up to see this, the spirit realms and things like that. Then, if you know, it brings justice is the message that I'm getting. In the moon card position, which is unconscious, subconscious mind, our intuition and our emotions. Don't know what's going on tonight. I feel a bit dribbly. We've got the Queen of Swords. Okay, now the Queen of Swords, again, she cuts away the illusions and delusions. She cuts away lies is a message that I'm getting. She cuts away lies and untruths, and she leaves us with clear vision about the truth. Okay, again, the colour. Look at the lovely pink we've got in the background. And the blue. So there's something definitely about cutting away, connecting in to our higher self, maybe listening to our higher self as well. You know what I mean. To understand the messages and just connecting in. It feels like, yeah, very spiritual sort of message today. And the other thing that's just jumped into my head is, because today is the beginning of the new astrological year, the energy that we resonate with today sets the tone for the whole year. So again, resonate and vibrate and be in this frequency of love today to help set the intention for that for the whole year. The Mercury card, which is our mind and our thinking and our intellect and information and communication and self-expression. We've got the Emperor. Okay, so the Emperor, the father of the deck, the divine masculine energy, and it's about self-mastery and sort of being very firm in knowing who you are, and determined, and it's getting a balance in. How can you balance the Emperor with the lovely intrinsic love energies and vision that is coming from the oracle cards. That's a question for you to think about today. I'm going to give you a bit more as we go through the reading. The Venus card, which is our values around love and money and relationships and friendships and beauty, harmony and balance and creativity and fertility and comfort and pleasure in our lives. We have the Seven of Wands. Okay, we may have to stand up for ourselves today. We may have to, secure our boundaries and defend ourselves. Okay, which may be where the King of the Emperor comes in, of defending ourselves, defending our fire and our passion. And not being afraid to be us. Okay, the Sun card, which is our conscious mind. Sorry, I just went blank for a minute there. Our conscious mind, our core identity, core vitality, inner strength that we shine out into the world. We've got the Page of Wands. So there could be, from all this love energy and everything like that, it could be that a new inspiration comes up. I'm just noticing something in the background that looks very much like a dragon or something, and that made me think, oh, we've got the eggs there as well at the bottom. This is the first card we've had with eggs in. Okay, so creating something new ideas, new beliefs, new inspirations. But with the dragon-like creature in the background, the message I'm getting from that is it's taking me back to the Princess of Wands in the Thoth deck, and the taking your fears by the tail and throwing them out, which is linking me back to the Seven of Wands, standing up for yourself, and the Emperor. Okay, being the master of yourself and knowing who you are, and being in contact and integrating your divine masculine energies. The Mars card next, which is how we take action, our ambition, our drive, will, determination, passions and desires. We've got the Ten of Swords. An old pattern is coming to an end, or has come to an end. Maybe we're leaving it in the old year. I talked about this yesterday. We don't have to carry everything through into the new year. It's a good opportunity to leave behind sort of what we no longer need. And because it's the swords, it could be a mental pattern or prison. Yesterday we had the Eight of Swords coming in, and things like that. What was at the bottom of the deck? Yeah, just really leaving behind old patterns, limiting mental prisons and things like that. So, we don't need them anymore. Okay, then what's working for us? The Jupiter card. Good luck, good fortune, hope, optimism, expansiveness, truth, justice, freedom. We've got the Fool. A new cycle starting, new journey. Where do you want to go this year? Remember what we're saying about that, setting the vibration for this year. Okay, let's set an intention and a vibration of love and connection with our higher selves, and living in harmony in spirit as well as in the physical realms, and in connection and collaboration with everybody else in humanity. Just a suggestion. And then the Saturn card of what's working against us today. Obstacles, limitations, restrictions, responsibilities, commitments, etc. We've got the Six of Cups. You may be looking back into the past, reminiscing about old times, especially if you're a bit fearful of where you're going in the future. a natural human thing to hark back to the golden age of the past. But that would be a mistake today. The indications are to look forward. And the cards that fell out at the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Swords. Let's gallop into this new year. Okay. With new inspirations and new vigour and intensity and rah, let's do it. With the Two of Cups, so it could be with somebody else. It could also be with your higher self. I often see the Two of Cups because a lot of my work is internal work and I work with others in an eternal way, and it's about balancing all the energies internally so that then you can go out complete into the world, or as complete as you are, because it's an ongoing journey. I don't need to say that, I'm sure you all know that. So yeah, it could be in relationship with somebody else. It could be in relationship with the divine. It could be you and your higher self in relationship and harmony and working together. So, interpret that how it works for you. And then the Empress, so the divine feminine. So we have got the divine masculine, divine feminine cards here, which balancing, just a possible thought, think about it. So yeah, and also connected to these energies, this very nurturing love energy up here, connecting to our higher selves and our divine feminine and divine masculine, and being in balance, in harmony, okay, to go forward. Okay, so that's today's reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If it resonated for you, then please do like, share and subscribe to the channel. For notifications of when I release readings, then click on the wiggly bell. If you'd like a personal reading from me for any area of your life, then please email me at the email address below this video in the description box. Have a wonderful Sunday, and until tomorrow, thank you for watching.